You're out of solar activity. Me. Yeah, it's still 0.
What? Oh.
Me.
Flying fuck!
Or touch one.
See, Ben says the magic.
Of course, you can drive around in the truck at the end.
I was just sitting there trying to position the unit while he was fucking.
You got so lucky, dude. You got so.
Don't you dare. Do it, Nate.
Man.
I'm just trying to find out. Yeah, definitely head fire.
Andre, but you are in my earwax.
Alright. He smudged, he got pissed.
Hey, give me that dub, baby. No, that truck is just not fair at endgame. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jeff. Today, I'm just sitting here still trying to complete some of these officer challenges. Recently, I've actually been playing a little bit of Warzone. By the way, we're on our way to 4.5 million subscribers, so if you're new here, you haven't been to the channel before, subscribe. I upload basically every single day. Pain, sorrow, happiness, excitement, more pain. What did you get here on this channel? Ever since 2011, I have provided nothing but sorrow, pain, and struggle. I'm out here about to finish all these officer challenges here. I have like 3 challenges immediately that are about to be finished. I need 1 headshot with an SMG, destroy 2 vehicles, get 2 frag grenade kills. I have to get kills using a weapon with 1 attachment, but I also need long shot kills with an ACOG, so I'm thinking, how about I just go and put an ACOG on an SMG? So this is what we're working with at the moment. It's literally just a striker with a VLK scope on it. That's it. Also have to put a Wilson on. I still have to run people over. I could go play Ground War, but I haven't played Ground War in a while. And I remember, man, before everybody started jumping on the Warzone and everything, everybody was playing Ground War. So the UFC happened yesterday. I was able to get my video up before. By the way, if you didn't see yesterday's video, check it out. There we go, SMG headshots. I didn't necessarily get it with this gun, but that's fine. I needed to do it with any SMG. And I forgot how bad the striker was without any attachments whatsoever. The thing has like virtually no bullets. All right, so I finished this challenge right here. Now the next closest one is 1 more vehicle destroy and 2 frag grenade kills. Now I already got all the headshots I needed with the SMGs now, so that would mean that I can change this to anything now. AN94 would probably work. Let's go with that. So yesterday that UFC happened. I made 3 different predictions on the top 3 fights like I would usually do. Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris. Volkov ended up winning by TKO. He ended up planting a really good front kick right into his stomach, and I guess it hit him just right. Dropped him, and the fight was ended right there. Luckily, he didn't take a ton of damage or anything like that, so. And Robert Whittaker versus Jared Cannonier. Robert Whittaker, I would say, won almost every single round. I mean, there was some moments definitely for Cannonier, but he just could not keep up with all of his footwork and everything. It was just a lot. It's definitely one of the first things I ever think of whenever I think of Robert Whittaker. I'm thinking of that footwork, and I'm thinking of, you know, even if you are someone that has a lot of power, will you be able to hit him? I just need 1 frag kill, man. Holy shit. How does my grenade, when he's standing in a spot that is literally only safe in a square, when a grenade lands within that square, you are guaranteed to take damage? How do you take no damage? I don't understand how you could throw literally a frag grenade into a small room and people just survive.
Sorry.
I don't like the energy. I don't like how that guy was killing me. I'm right back for revenge kills every single time. I don't like that energy. I really wish I had shipment though, because I need to run around and actually run people over. Let's give it a shot. Well, we're stuck inside of the ground, guys. Best selling COD in years. These guys are trying to hard cap now all of a sudden. We're like 5 points away. All of a sudden just throwing down like 6 trophy systems. Give me a break. I'm just gonna rotate it to the next one and just stand here. Oh, or we can win like that, whatever.
All I know, that ain't the real phase yet.
Nope, couldn't be. Did I get that frag grenade challenge? Didn't I only need 1 kill with a frag grenade? Why does it say I only have 14 of 15? See, this is the type of stuff. See, throughout each and every single one of these seasons, season 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0, there's almost always some sort of weird issue throughout the process of like, you can do the challenge, but the challenge doesn't care. I need a frag grenade kill and to destroy 1 vehicle. Then the main event, obviously, Khabib versus Justin Gaethje. The first round was actually not bad. You could definitely tell that Justin, as soon as you stand in there with Khabib, man, people are just always so afraid of that takedown that their striking is no longer what their striking was. It's like, you have to think of somebody's strike. If it's like S tier kind of striking, you basically have to downgrade their striking into like A or B tier. You can't actively, effectively throw with everything that you have because you have to worry about not just him like blast double leg takedown. All he has to do is get kind of close to you and be able to just even clinch. That's it. Justin Gaethje has always had kind of like a weird style, but he seemed very calm and calculated when he fought Tony Ferguson. He was very, very traditional. And he just pieced Tony up at that time. Given, I think it'd be a different fight if, you know, if Tony ended up fighting him under, you know, a regular camp preparing for him specifically. But Justin kind of came out and he ended up standing like, I don't know how far away from him, man. Big feeling out process. I think they ended up getting to the second round. The first round, by the end of it, Khabib was able to get him down to do like that weird leg tie thing that he does and try to, you know, use a handcuff and all that shit. I'm really curious what would have happened if we ended up actually finding people that knew how to really deal with this kind of style in any way, shape, or form, because it just feels like people just can't seem to understand how to defend it almost. It's not even like, I understand that his wrestling is on like a completely different level, sure, down that path, but I also feel like there's very few people that you'd be able to get to be able to actually prepare for type of wrestling specifically. I wonder if there's anybody else that has obviously done this kind of stuff like lifelong and they have some sort of answer to that. But it just seems like no one was able to even be able to figure out the answer. We didn't have anyone that was able to solve that puzzle. So inevitably, by the end of it, Khabib at the end of round 1 ended up getting Justin into a pretty bad spot, but then the round ended or whatever. Second round, there was a moment, or maybe it was in the first round, Justin did land clean like 2 times or so, and Khabib was looking a little like, you know, I don't know, Khabib always has like these weird reactions to things sometimes, like you can never really tell if he's actually hurt or not. It seems like whenever he gets hit clean, he's like, he moves his head all around and he's like weaving all around and stuff. It almost looks panicked whenever he gets hit really well and he just kind of like looks around and shit. Dude, get off my wheel thing! I don't even want to run people over. I'd rather end that thing than let that guy ride. Leave me alone. At the end of the first round, Khabib ended up taking him down, did all that control and stuff like that, and then immediately went for like an arm bar, super tight arm bar too. He was holding on to it. Didn't get the arm super extended or whatever, but you can tell just how much leverage he has when he pulls on it. As someone that did a little bit of, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Ricardo Almeida, you could just tell when somebody has just an immense amount of leverage. I mean, Khabib always seems to be noticeably physically stronger and bigger than most people that he fights. He just always seems to have the strength advantage, which is why I was always curious to see what he would be like at like 170 against somebody that's actually kind of like muscle bound, like Usman or something like that. Given those guys won't ever fight each other or whatever, but I would have liked to see Khabib actually fight someone that was large. Same way that I would like to see John Jones at heavyweight, you know what I mean? We're doing all these GOAT talks and stuff like that. I would love to have seen him in a different weight class. Round 2 started just like round 1, but eventually Khabib ended up just getting a takedown, immediately securing, I think it was a triangle. He set it up from the mount and then just rolled over, got him with it super tight. Didn't really have much of a, you know, fight there at that point. I mean, he just seems so physically strong. That better have counted. Thank you. This guy's in for a rude awakening. I didn't think that he had a mind there, but I got him. Another phase trash. I could literally pluck a player out of phase right now that hasn't touched COD in years, and they are still better than you. Khabib defeats Justin Gaethje by a round 2 triangle. Also, there was some messed up shit, but I guess just in the moment or whatever, but man, he also didn't complain about it, but man, I would have been so... And obviously, if you're in a chokehold and you tap, the thing that's supposed to happen is fight's over, ref breaks it up, boom, you're good. Fine. Some people don't choose to tap though. Some people will straight up go out fight. Now, Justin Gaethje is the type of dude that goes out fighting, but in this scenario, it was so deep that he was starting to tap, okay? He did 2 taps on Khabib's head, then he did 2 taps on his, like, leg, then he did 2 taps on his arm. He tapped, like, 5 to 7 times, and the ref did not separate him, and he just went out. Number 1, Justin Gaethje's a fucking warrior for not even complaining about it. I would like to give the ref the benefit of the doubt, but you very rarely see situations like that where you actually watch somebody tap and they don't break it up. I understand that maybe, you know, if you're tapping on Khabib's head, maybe you think that, you know, the guy's trying to strike him or something while he's being strangled. I don't know. But yeah, he ended up going out. Khabib ends up winning. He retires and says that he can't do this without his father. Rest in peace. So that whole thing, everybody obviously is throwing the respect out there. John Jones is mad as shit out there because he has the, they gave Khabib the #1 pound for pound in rankings or whatever, but people seem to be getting pound for pound and GOAT talks mixed up. But some people are straight up just saying like Khabib is dead ass the greatest of all time. That was a good card. There were some bangers down there too. There's definitely a lot of fights on the undercards that I didn't mention, but my predictions were trash though.